Hello, lovers. So I am here with baby Noah once again. I am going to get him changed out. As much as I love him in the sleepers because he's so cuddly in sleepers and it's really nice for holding. I always miss being able to see like his legs and stuff like that and all his little paintings. So I am going to change his clothes quickly and yeah, just chat with you guys a little bit. I am getting all the babies dressed out, so you'll probably see Noah in between, but I am going to try to get to most of my collection, getting them dressed on camera. So, but I have to have my Noah fix, so I will probably be doing him in between, like, you know, getting him dressed in between. And those that may be new to my channel, Noah is the Willow prototype number 2 by Claire Taylor dolls. Sculpted, poured, painted, rooted by Claire Taylor. He does have elbow armatures. And he does have a drinking wet system. And I do use my drinking wet, water only though. I use it when on camera. Off camera I don't use it, to be honest. But I do use it on camera. And I do enjoy it when I use it. But only when I use warm water. Because if I use really warm water, all of a sudden it's like he has body heat. So, yeah. You know, one of the things I was thinking about with the babies that are all poured in one piece, just like with everything else, everybody does it all differently. And only thing I particularly look for with the one piece is that I need movement. Like, it's great that it's poured in just one piece, which is great for like not being able to see the jointed neck part and all that stuff. But I don't like it if the neck is just gonna stay straight, if you can't turn it from side to side. Because then again, I'm like limited on my posing. So if the baby's gonna just stay in one position, meaning I have to turn the whole baby in order to lay it on the side. But you can't, trust me, I will figure out a way to get one to pose. If I got one like that, I would just turn it on the side completely. Like, you know, if your baby head don't turn, you just have to kind of turn it and you have to kind of prop it. So, like, there's no support here, but look at that little boy. See? And I think this is the purpose of the prototypes and stuff like that. I love when a good prototype artist to me shows the baby for what it is. Show the sculpt, the true sculpt. Like, they don't try to hide stuff. They don't try to manipulate things and stuff like that. I do appreciate when a prototype artist showed the full baby, whether it has limitations or not. It helps, you know, us collectors from having buyer's remorse. With the reborns, you know, some of the reborn artists, when they do their photos, I remember they used to, and I think I'm pretty sure they still, some of them still do, when they pose the kit in their photo, some of their photos, the doll is not even put together yet. So you thinking, oh my gosh, look at all the cute little poses. Well, the baby is not even on the body. They will take the arms and stick it in the clothes, and then it gives it more movement and all that. and you're thinking you can do all that when it gets home, but once it's on the body, it can't. The arms don't turn that way, the legs don't turn that way. It's really disappointing when you're misled like that, and I have had that experience. But I didn't get mad about it, but it was kind of funny because I kept trying to get the poses that the prototype artist had, and I kept saying, gosh, I can't get this baby to go in that pose. I'm like, dang, what am I doing wrong? What did she, what did she do that I didn't do? Oh, got one of those little things, from the new clothes was actually stuck on his diaper, which was not good. But yeah, so I was like so frustrated because I'm like trying to get that position and the baby pose, and I just could not. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I was like so frustrated. And then I realized later down the line, not even long after I sold that particular doll, I learned that some artists, when they take their photos, they don't have the doll put together all the way. And I'm like, what the what? So I'm like, that's misleading. But that's, that's one of the things that they do to make the doll look good. So, it's like crazy. But it's worse when it's a silicone because, as you know, you can't force the babies in positions, and especially when you're doing YouTube and because you're doing videos, you can't. It's a lot of stuff you cannot hide. Like, you cannot hide proportions. You cannot hide when something is, off a lot, because you're on camera and as you're moving the baby and stuff, it's gonna show. So it really kind of sucks. I mean, it's still some camera tricks you can do, I guess, but why not just show the doll for what it is and let people have an informed decision so that they don't have to have buyer's remorse. Now, if you do happen to get buyer's remorse and you have a baby and you get it home and it's not what you thought it was, then at that point, I still say it's just your responsibility to just resell it. I've seen collectors, it's a difference when it's just a personal preference versus if the doll's not well done. Okay, so if a doll is not well done and you get a doll and you're a collector, and say you get a doll and you pay $500 for the doll and the doll really sucks, like the quality of the doll is horrible, the painting is horrible, and when you get ready to that's different. Like I said, then that's a customer service issue between you and the seller. But let's just say the doll isn't just not nicely painted. Let's just say that. But it's not anything wrong with it. Like, it doesn't have any rips, any tears, any peeling, stuff like that, and you just don't like it. Let's go with that scenario. But you know that the doll is just not really up to par to what's selling. You, as a collector, I feel like should not be passing that off to someone else. I mean, you could sell it. You should sell it. You definitely should sell it, because someone else may not mind it, what you don't like. But don't mislead the next person like you was misled. You know, be honest. Be like, hey, I wasn't, it really wasn't what I expected. You know, it was lighter than I thought, darker than I thought. The picture showed a little different. You know, something to that nature to kind of give the buyer a fair chance. And it in the long run, in my opinion, it helps you as a seller avoid buyer's remorse. You know, if you just tell the person. Because I've bought dolls where people said they didn't like it for whatever reason. But what they didn't like, I actually liked. And so I bought them. Like, I don't like this sculpt. It's just, it don't look good. I don't like it. It's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I like it. And then, you know, I bought it. And I bought it at the asking price. And I didn't have no remorse when I got it because I knew what I was getting. I remember I had to sell a doll by a particular artist. It was a silicone baby. And I didn't know, you know, how I would sell the doll because I wasn't really that fond of it and of the painting. But I was straight up and I said, the doll looked like, you know, it's very like bluish, and it's not, it just, in certain lights, it didn't look like, you know, as lively as I thought it should. And, you know, as I was selling it, I told people, I showed them the baby in different lights. And, you know, some people still liked it and wanted it. And then I got a buyer that said, oh, I'm very familiar with the artist's work and I know what it looks like. And they said, you know what? I want it because I want one like my friend. So they bought it anyway. And they knew exactly what they were getting. They knew that the baby, you know, I don't want to say it because I don't want to, you know, be rude. I hate to hear that when people say that. But they knew exactly what I was talking about. So it was a perfect sale. Easy transaction. Sold it. They still have the baby to this day. And they love it. So it just makes things a lot easier. Because if I don't know. But yeah. But definitely if you get a baby that's not as described or whatever, then yeah, you should talk to the artist about that. But if it's just a personal preference and it's something that you just don't like, it didn't look the way you thought you would, you know, you thought you would like it this way or that way, especially with customs. People are easy to say, oh, I want this, I want that, I want blue eyes. And then you get the blue eyes on that skin tone, and when you get home and you're like, oh my God, this looks so fake. So, that's your fault. Just put it up for sale, you know? That's the way you have to do that. So, yeah, but anyway, as you guys can see, he actually just put on a newborn size onesie, side snap from Carter's, and it is fitting him very snug, but he can fit it. So like I said, sizes may vary. Look at those little feet. I love his little feet. I love how it's just, oh, he's just so lovely. But yeah, he can fit some newborn onesie sometime. It's just so funny because it's like, boy, like, you know, he's just, you know, like I said, he's more long. He does have fat thighs, but he's not a humongous baby. He's still a baby. He still could very much be only, you know, 6 weeks old. You know, he's just a long baby and a bit, he's not skinny, but he's not like overly chunky, so he's still very baby to me, in my opinion. That's my opinion. So anyway, guys, if you're watching, I forgot to tell you guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Share with all your friends. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you are not. My name is the same on Instagram, MsSerenity Smith. If you cannot get on my page, because I am at the max 5,000 friends on Facebook, I do have a Facebook group called MsSerenity Smith Doll Chat Club, and you can join there. And I do try to share pictures there as well as on my page. The only difference is on my Facebook page, I usually do a Facebook Live almost every day. So that's the only difference. But my main thing is YouTube. So if you're subscribed here, that's the most important. And I will see you guys later. And I thank you guys so kindly for supporting my channel. You guys rock. And I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta now.